Good evening and welcome to Vsb News Online for Friday, February the 6th. I'm Charles Webb. 19-year-old Kim Crippen of Sands Parish, the motorcyclist allegedly involved in last Wednesday's high-speed chase through Southampton that injured 2 police officers, has been in magistrate's court to face a number of charges. He pleaded guilty to riding an unlicensed cycle, for which he was fined $450, and having no third-party insurance, which cost him $3,000. But he pleaded not guilty to failing to stop for the police, dangerous driving, assaulting a police officer, violently resisting arrest, and damaging a police motor vehicle. Magistrate Kamisi Tukumbo set bail at $10,000 and ordered the accused to wear an electronic monitoring device and made him pay $3,000 in oil fines before he could be released. He would appear again on March 31st. The decision of the organizers of the first Bermuda Golf Classic to link National Football League hero Lawrence Taylor to the event is causing a stir in the community. The self-confessed sex offender is on 6 years probation in the United States and has been recommended by a group of NFL players to enjoy golf as one of the tournament stars, and not everyone is pleased to hear this. VSB Sports editor Earl Baisden has the report.
The concern is connected mainly with the fact that the tournament has chosen the Coalition for the Protection of Children and the Bermuda Gymnastics Association as recipients of funds from the event. But the issue of whether or not Mr. Taylor makes a suitable headliner may be moot. The last we have heard is that his lawyers are trying to ascertain if he is allowed to travel outside the United States while on probation, and it may well be that he will not be able to fly here in April. It is certainly not our intentions to blacken the name of a U.S. sporting legend, as he has done that already with his behavior off the field. But it would have been unethical for us not to have pointed out to the charity officials a situation of which they were not aware of and perhaps should have been. As the organizers have already said, it's now up to the island to decide whether or not Mr. Taylor should be a part of the inaugural event. For VSB News, I'm Earl Baisden reporting.
Convincing evidence that the first visit of the OBA leaders to Washington has been taken even more seriously than in the past came today when, in their last appointment, Premier Michael Dunkley and Economic Minister Dr. Grant Gibbons were welcomed into the Lion's Den. VSB News' Brian Darby has the details.
If being one of 30 heads of state invited to a meeting with U.S. President Obama was not enough, Premier Dunkley and his colleague Dr. Gibbons have had plenty of proof that politicians want to meet with Bermuda's leaders when given the opportunity. On Thursday, of particular interest was a meeting arranged with Democratic Minority Leader Congresswoman Nancy Pelosi. Mr. Dunkley reported that the Bermudians spent close to an hour with Mrs. Pelosi discussing an array of topics such as the America's Cup, tourism, the environment, hotel development, tax and banking reform, security and border control. But the climax came this morning when Premier Dunkley and Mr. Gibbons met with Mark Mazur, Assistant Secretary for Tax Policy at the U.S. Department of Treasury. What happened in that closed-door discussion will be reported first to Finance Minister Bob Richards and then the Cabinet, but in view of President Obama's stance, it is likely to have been spirited. Brian Darby reporting for VSB News.
Bermuda is in dire need of a sexual offenders database so that offenders may be monitored and our loved ones protected. This according to Shadow Minister of Public Safety Walter Raban. And we'll be back with more news right after this.
The Marketplace Food Court is you and your family's one-stop shop. Start your day at the Breakfast Bar with omelets made to order and traditional Bermuda codfish breakfast. The chefs will cook lunch and dinner to your liking. Along with the salad bar, sandwich bar, sushi bar, and fruit bar, the Marketplace Food Court is your kitchen away from home. Every day is hassle-free with nutritious meals from the Marketplace Food Court. Visit us 7 days a week. Homemade cooking, quality service, all at prices you can count on.
The post of Permanent Secretary for the Ministry of Education has been filled. Veteran civil servant Valerie Robinson James assumed the role as of February the 2nd. Here's more on the new appointee. The appointment of Valerie Robinson James must come as comforting news to those in the field of education. She previously taught at the Berkeley Institute and was the chief statistician and director of the Department of Statistics. With more than 30 years of dedicated public service, she has acted as permanent secretary in a number of ministries, including culture and social rehabilitation and health. Secretary of the Cabinet Dr. Derek Binns, in announcing the appointment, feels she will bring her lifetime of public service and forward-looking vision to bear on one of the most important ministries of the Bermuda government, with her strategic thinking gained at very senior levels of management. Mrs. Robinson James holds a master's degree in economics from George Washington University, a Bachelor of Arts from Mount St. Vincent University, and a Bachelor of Education from the University of Toronto. Now, here's the question. With this and other kinds of credentials in the Ministry of Education, one of the most important ministries in the Bermuda government, would it be too much to ask if we can now reach into such a talented pool and choose someone for the long vacant commissioner's post? For Vsb News, I'm Charles Webb. Middle Road work became a headache for commuters again this morning when the driver of a car lost control in the vicinity of Warwick Pond and Carver Pass and plowed through the roadside barrier and over an embankment. To make matters worse, the 7:30 a.m. accident brought down power lines as well, causing a brief but nonetheless dangerous period when sparking cables threatened the driver and his passengers. The arrival of the EMT truck in the middle of the excitement did little to ease the growing congestion, but by the height of rush hour, things appeared to have returned to normal. There appeared to be no injuries from either the crash or the live wire. It has become quite clear to the 25 delegates from Caribbean colleges and universities currently attending a conference at the Bermuda College that tertiary education as we know it has served its purpose and must now be modernized. Vsb News' Brian Darby has our report.
It took Bermuda's own Junior Minister of Education, Leah Scott, to start the ball rolling when she told the delegates at the Bermuda College that the teachers must now be equipped with 21st century knowledge and skills if they are to make tertiary education systems work. At the same time, they will need to integrate this knowledge into their classroom practice if they and their students are to meet the challenges of this century. You cannot teach the old and the new in isolation, she said. It is all about fusing the two, so that our children meet the demands of a global economy. Then they will be able to engage in good citizenship and participate fully in a vibrant and civil society. Brian Darby reporting for VSB News.
And now it's time for VSB Sports with Earl Baston.
Organizers of the Rio 2016 Olympics admit that they are concerned about the water pollution in the sailing venue, but say the games will be delivered on time. About 48% of sewage pumped into the Guanabara Bay is untreated, while illegal dumping is a big problem. Last month, government officials stated they would miss their target of 80% reduction in water pollution by the start of the Olympics next August. Flora Duffy's 2015 exterior race season will get underway this weekend as 15 of the world's leading and rising triathletes gear up for a battle royale as they slug it out for the top honors of the exterior off-road triathlon series in the Philippines. Duffy, the reigning exterior world titleist, is expected to challenge the defending champion Swiss Renata Butcher for the ladies' title. Duffy is quoted as saying, "I am really excited to open my 2015 season at Exterior Albay in the Philippines. I've heard such great things about the race from fellow pros on the circuit, and I had to come and see it for myself. Even more exciting is the new race venue, which I hear involves a volcano." End quote. Bermuda continued taking part in the Junior Davis Cup in El Salvador. Bermuda is being represented by Dalen Powell, David Leader, and Luke Astride Sterling. Bermuda came up short again, this time against the U.S. Virgin Islands, going down 3-0. Powell lost the first singles match 6-1, 6-4. Astride Sterling was next up and lost 6-2, 6-1. In the doubles, Leader and Powell got off to a fabulous start, winning the first set 6-3. They ended up losing the next two sets 6-3, 6-3. The Bermuda School Sports Federation held their 2015 primary school cross-country meet at the National Sports Center. Adriana Argent from Work Academy won the under-9 girls race, with Nashanti Smith from Gilbert Institute second and Ramaya Brengman from West End Primary finishing in third. In the under-9 boys race, Paris Robinson from Elliott Primary crossed the line first, with Yanis Roberts from St. George's Preparatory second, and Bakari Furbett from Harrington Sound finished in third. Jay Johnston from West Pembroke ran to victory in the over 9 girls race, with Jessica Bruton from Work Academy finishing second. Tasia Malay Astwood from West Pembroke finished in third. Kazai Seeley from Elliott Primary won the over 9 boys race, with Tom Marshall from Saltus Grammar finishing in second, and Josiah King from Elliott Primary finished in third. Scott Clark, representing the University of Virginia recently at the Virginia Tech Invitational Indoor Track Meet, finished 23rd in the men's 60-meter dash, clocking a time of 7:11. He finished 5th in Heat 1. Competing in Heat 6 of the men's 300-meter dash, Clark finished 5th with a time of 37:47, which saw him finish 23rd overall. The DigiSal Middle School Rugby League season continued with 4 games played. At the National Sports Center, Delwood and the Whitney Institute drew 35-35 in a thrilling 14-try game of rugby. At the Work Academy, visitors Saltus defeated Work Academy in both the under-12 and under-14 divisions. In the under-12 division, Saltus defeated Work Academy 20-15, and then Saltus defeated Work Academy 45-15 in the under-14 game. T.N. Tatum traveled to Sand Secondary Middle School field, and they defeated the home team 30-20. The result was the first loss of the season for the Sand Secondary Middle School. The Smash Table Tennis Commercial League season resumed inside the Smash Table Tennis facility, with the league moving into Week 9 of the season. The Happy Valley Danto defeated the Ball Breakers 5-4. Smash and Dash defeated I Thought It Was Beer Pong 5-1. The Itsubitsi Smashers defeated the Security Associates Limited 5-1, and TBA got by the Smooth Bowl Strokers 5-2. After taking a break for the holidays, the Bermuda winter volleyball season continued at the Cedar Bridge Academy and the Work Academy Gymnasium. Hot Sets on a Platter won their first game on Net A, defeating Diggs 25-21. Chengo then defeated Diggs 25-11, and Hot Sets on a Platter defeated Smash 25-20. On Net B, Chengo got the better of Smash, winning 25-21. Hit Me With Your Best Shot defeated Hot Sets on a Platter 25-17. On Net C at Cedar Bridge Academy, the Bogle Fight defeated Take a Hit 18-15. See You Next Tuesday defeated Take a Hit 18-14. On Net D, the Alphas defeated Take a Hit 19-17, while the Russian Revolution defeated the Blizzards 18-16, and Bogle Fight got by the Alphas 18-14. The Bermuda Squash Rackets Association announced the DigiSal Bermuda National Squash Championships will take place March 15th through to the 20th at the Bermuda Squash Rackets Association Club in Devonshire. Defending champions Micah Franklin and Runa Retta have already confirmed their entries for the event. I'm Earl Baisden reporting for VSB Sports.
And now to the weather for Saturday. A couple of showers early with sunny periods later, winds northerly light to moderate, easing northwesterly, light in the afternoon, backing west-northwesterly overnight. High near 62, a low near 52. Thanks for watching VSB News Online for Friday, February the 6th. I'm Charles Webb.